Okay, so here's the final step. I want to go ahead and I want to connect in the two cables that come from the motors, and I want to put in the cables that are coming. Here's cable 1 from the ultrasonic, and here's the second cable that's coming in from the line follower. Okay, so on this side over here, I'm pretty sure that this one here, this cable in front, when I did it, was coming from my right motor. I think that was coming from my left. And if I look at it, see how it's at the top there's space, but at the bottom, whole slot. Same with this one, whole slot. If you look inside of here, there's a white piece of plastic that goes into the slot, and then there's these two prongs that go into the hole. So I'm going to take my adapter, connect it into, and it'll slide nicely. And in. It won't click or anything, but you'll feel it just stop. It'll slide nicely. If you want me to help you do this, just call me over. This one here will also slide in nicely. Now, if when you're coding, and you code it for left wheel to turn, and yet it's the right wheel is turning, and then vice versa, most likely you just have the wrong cables put into the wrong ports. So all you have to do is back it out, pull it back out, and switch them, and then that'll take care of that issue. Okay? Remember that when you're coding, so you don't get all frustrated. Then another thing is, let's go ahead now and connect up the cables, okay? And I'm noticing that, see on the cables you have these little tabs? Well, on the ultrasonic it's tab up. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go tab up, and sorry if my hand is in the way, but you just have to be patient. So tab up, and you'll hear a click. You hear that click? And then this one here, when I coded mine, you just have to make sure the code matches up with the port. So I had my ultrasonic go into 3. So with yours, just make sure when you're doing the coding, you have it match up. So you hear this click? There, that one clicked. So that ultrasonic's now connected up. And on the line follower, I have it going into number 2. So I'm going to come down here for my line follower, and it just goes right up the front, tab in, tab up, tab in, click, and then it's going to come over here to the right side, and I'm going to do 2. Again, you can do any number you want, you just have to make sure your code matches up. And then last, look at your batteries. In the batteries, you will see there's a dimple on your battery, and it says plus, that's positive. The side that doesn't have the dimple, that goes into the spring, and you'll notice on the opposite side there's a plus. So literally right there it says plus, plus, minus. So over here, the side with the dimple has the plus, the side with the spring has the minus. So I'm going to take the side with the dimple that says plus, and I'm going to put plus, the negative, and then it usually just goes opposite. So there's negative side against spring, plus side is the other. It says it right on the black plastic. You can see it. There's my dimple, and then it is done. It's ready for you to use. Next step is you're going to start coding it, and right here, there's your actual on-off switch. When you're not using it, and you'll see when it's picking up signals, it'll give off that blue. The red shows power right there. You can tell, look, that sensor is ready to be programmed, and that sensor there is ready to be programmed. So you have a functioning robot at this point. Congratulations. Now let's go on to the next step, which is coding.